I want you to learn that your life experience, being a storyteller, sharing your pain, being vulnerable, really is the foundation of sales without being a salesperson. Who's uncomfortable with staying the person you are today? I know I am. I want to grow. I want to be a better version. I want to be a better dad. I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better leader to my team or partner. I want to be a better trainer to you. I don't want to be the same guy. You know what I love? I love watching a training video I did just a year ago, and I'm embarrassed. I love that. I'm like, oh my God, what were you thinking? Why would you say it that way? I love looking at something where I'm like, I can't even read the first page of my first book. Totally Fulfilled was my first book I wrote, I don't know, well over a decade ago. I can't even read 2 pages. I'm like, oh my God, you were so naive. That's the blessing of life, right? And if we're not climbing, we're sliding. We're not growing, we're dying. But it's about being a part of something bigger. It's about not giving up. It's about growing. It's about realizing, and this is Tony's line, we all overestimate what we can do in a year and underestimate what we can do in 5 or 10, right? We all, when we're in the midst of things going sideways, it seems like it goes on forever. But when we look back in 5 years, you realize that God, the universe, whatever you believe in, designed that for us so you can be stronger, better, quicker, and learn what not to do, and learn what works. Wherever you are, if you're in your summer, spring, winter, fall of your life, this is just part of the journey, and it's an honor and a privilege to have you guys here. I want you to learn that your life experience, being a storyteller, sharing your pain, being vulnerable, really is the foundation of sales without being a salesperson. And once you love selling, right? Once you love marketing, once you know how to use your life experiences to enhance it, let me ask you this, and this is not what I even planned on today, but I'm just going down this vibe. I'm going down this path. I hope it's cool. Hope you enjoy it. You guys having a fun time today? Leave me a thumbs up if you are. Okay. Think about this. When you have, and I've shared this, but not as deep as I'm going to right now. Think about who here has ever read a book or watched a movie that freaking just floored you and you loved it, right? Or ate at a restaurant that you loved, right? I know I've talked about this before, but did you ever eat at a restaurant that was so good and you can't wait to share it? And you're like, oh my God, you have to go to this restaurant. This was homemade. The veggies were fresh. They named the farm that the vegetables came from. And oh my God, they did this and there was this sauce and it was healthy, but it was delicious. You gotta go. It's like you're shaking people. Let me tell you, when you share about a restaurant, a book, or a movie, oh my God, you watched this movie and this guy was just amazing and this love scene was incredible and it filled your heart. You can't wait to tell your girlfriend or whatever it is, right? When you share that, are you the best version of yourself or the worst version? If you're sharing something you love, are you animated? Do you have a smile? Are your shoulders back? Are your eyes wide? Have you ever told anybody about your favorite restaurant that absolutely floored you? Did you go, yeah, you know, the food was kind of good. There was a farm upstate. I don't know, they kind of shipped it in. And then they serve it. And then the dip, so good. Like, you wouldn't do that, right? But sometimes when people get to sales, they get worried, and that's how they present something they love, right? You have to realize that when we're selling something that impacts people's lives, that truly can allow them to jump over to make sure their kids are okay, or their marriage is good, or they could sell better, eat better, love better, live better, right? If we know we can take them from where they are to where they want to be, find that same enthusiasm, and the shift is unbelievable because you'll never sell again a day in your life. You'll serve. I have one of my old classic favorite movies is It's a Wonderful Life. Anybody ever see It's a Wonderful Life around Christmas time? I know it's an old classic and I've probably watched it 20 times in my life. I probably could mouth every word of it. And I just love that movie. So think about the difference. If I wanted to tell you, I'm talking about using a scene, right? Using a scene from your life, a slice of your life, right? So let's just say today you said, sell, let's see, Veronica, or I'm going to sell Jay. Love your hair, Jay. My hair looks like that most mornings, man. I work hard to get my hair to look like that. But let me just tell you something. When it comes to selling, when you add in a personal story, if I was going to sell you to watch A Wonderful Life, I could say this. A Wonderful Life, it is a really solid movie. It is a movie about a guy that has a second chance. He didn't think his life was good. He said, I shouldn't even be here. And God gives him a chance to see what it would be like if he was never born. And it really hits the heart. It's emotional, probably make you cry, and you'll appreciate things. You'll have gratitude in a new way. You might go watch it. You might not. But what if I said to you, with a slice of my life in there, or a piece of my life, say, oh my, when it comes to A Wonderful Life, there's a million movies. They make better movies. They have more animation and stuff like that. But this movie, fundamentally for me, as a child, I didn't have a family. I didn't sit around the kitchen table and have that family unit. And this movie takes you on a journey of not only a family and what's the most important thing in your life, and connection and love and support, and kind of breaks that family up and shows you the other side. It gives this man the ability to see what really matters in life, and it helps me see what really matters in my life. I want to be a better dad because of this movie. I want to be blessed and grateful every day that I'm on this earth to fight another day, even if stuff goes sideways. Everything went wrong that you could imagine for this guy, and he still realized at the end of his life, he'd still rather be with his family with everything going wrong than anything else. And it made me realize through all the divorces and my family and parents had and what I went through, I'm still so blessed to be on this earth, to fight another day. And this movie, more than any other movie in my entire life, reminds me of that. It's definitely a must-see on your list. Who wants to see it now? Right? All I did was insert a slice of my life. Did I do a fancy call to action? Did I have to be a strong salesperson? Or did I just tell you like I was going to tell you about the book, the movie, the restaurant, right? Now, listen, some of you who are already great at sales are like, all right, Dean, I know you're beating this up. But I just know even people that are good with sales sometimes get too repetitive. You forget to be a human. You forget to tell stories. You forget to anchor it to your own emotions. And then we turn kind of into robotic salespeople. Who gets the phone call? Wait. Has anybody else been getting calls about a warranty on your car nonstop? Is it just me? Or are you getting those calls? I'm so like all day my phone buzzes. I don't need a warranty on my car. But if you listen to them for 3 seconds, they go into a robotic sales pitch. That is what makes sales suck. When people like that, or the cold call on anything, they go immediately into their pitch. There's no emotion. It's a transaction. Don't be a transactional salesperson. Be a relationship builder that's serving others. Be a relationship builder that's serving others, and you will never sell a day in your life, and you will outsell anybody else you know without even trying. Sometimes we feel like we got to be way on the other side of our mess before we share it. I was broke. I'm not broke anymore. I'm out of debt too, but I'm not rich yet. Let me share once I'm rich. The world needs to see your messy middle. Stop waiting for it to be perfect. Take them on a journey through your messy middle with them.